Okay, so let's begin this segment here by looking at some order of operations problems. So order of operations says, hey, when we are working on simplifying something, we need to do it in a certain order. And so you probably remember hearing the term PEMDAS. The P stands for parentheses, the E is for exponents, M is for multiplication, D is for division, A is for addition, and S is for subtraction. Now when we work through PEMDAS, you notice here I wrote that multiplication and division are done in order as they appear from left to right, and so are addition and subtraction. So let's try and apply that process to simplify this first example. Now, you want to work from the inside out, okay? So I'm going to leave that 9 minus 6 and then begin simplifying the inside. So now we see here that we have minus 21 divided by 7. Do that first. Sometimes our eyes like to almost play tricks on us, and you might be tempted to say, well, 7 times 2, I know what that is, but that's not the order we need to do them in. Up here it states, do them in order as they appear from left to right. So here I say minus 21 divided by 7 is 3. And then a negative 3 times 2. And then you have your minus, a minus 8, okay? And then continue to work that down. So now multiply the minus 3 times the 2, and again I'm leaving the 9 minus 6 on the outside. So now I have minus 6 minus a minus 8, okay? Continue to simplify down the inside. And this becomes minus 6 plus 8. And now I have 9 minus 6. And then this minus 6 plus 8 becomes a positive 2. Okay. And now here's the really tricky part. A lot of students really want to say 9 minus 6 is 3. But remember, our order of operations say, hey, we need to multiply that first. So what this then becomes, move to the next slide. So we had 9 minus 6 times 2. Okay. So now that becomes 9 minus 12, which then is equal to a negative 3. So negative 3 is our final answer. Let's try the next problem. Now in this next problem we have a few different things going on. The first thing I want to point out is that we have some absolute values here. Don't mistake those for parentheses or brackets. Absolute values always have just a straight line, like you see here. Okay, and again, start working this inside out. So let's start, we'll just leave the absolute value, you could say, of, well, we can simplify the inside of that. So I can simplify this first chunk and say 16 minus 20 is the absolute value of minus 4. That's okay. Okay, and then parentheses. 32 divided by, and I'm just going to write this out the long way, the absolute value of a minus 2 minus 5 squared. Okay, so you can kind of almost think of this as many problems all wrapped up into one. So let's just leave that absolute value sitting out here. The absolute value of a negative 2 is 2. So 32 divided by 2 is 16. And then minus 5 squared. Okay. Now the absolute value of a negative 4 is 4. Okay. And then I have 16 minus 25. Remember, just as a little side note, minus 5 squared is equal to a minus 25. If that negative had been in parentheses, that would equal a positive 25. Okay. So continue to simplify. We'll add one more slide here. So if I say 4 times 16 minus 25. Okay. So then simplify that inside, and now you have 4 times a minus 9, which then equals a minus 36. So minus 36 is our answer there. The biggest thing you want to do when you are working through problems like this is to simply take your time and work things out very slowly. Hopefully this has helped you a little bit to have a little bit better handle on order of operations, and as always, I'm happy to make more videos. Thanks for watching.